Hello friends, today I'm very happy to welcome you to the Grammar is Easy section with the Mind Maverick, Rosalind Bosco. I know that all of you speak English really well. So sometimes we try to speak English better than our mother tongue. So we speak with a kind of awareness because we have a lot of exposure about the language. I propose to bring some important, very simple rules that we might tend to forget at some points of time. And today I would like to bring to your notice the present tenses. So sometimes when we have forgotten when to use the present tenses, present continuous, present perfect, we tend to make mistakes. So if we are reminded of the rules, for some of us, it might have been a very long time since we read the rules about or recollect the rules about the present tenses. So I would like to share my screen with you regarding the present tenses. Today, we will go through it very quickly. Grammar is very easy, my dear friends. So, and speaking English is also really easy. So this is what I would like to present to you today. This is about the present tense. And you might all be aware that there are 4 different kinds in the present tenses itself. One is the simple present tense. The second is the present continuous. The third is the present perfect tense. And the fourth is the present perfect continuous tense. So today we are just going to learn about how do we differentiate between these 4 tenses, which all belong to the category of the present tense. So let me go to the next slide, my dear friends. So here, let's just look at how we use and where we use the simple present tense. So definitely for habits, we should use the simple present tense. For example, I take a walk every day, or he goes for a walk every day. She visits the library regularly. You don't say she visited the library regularly. So that would become the past tense. So for habits and something that you do regularly, you use only the simple present tense. Some of us tend to say, especially non-native speakers, we tend to say, I am going to college every day. I am going to the university every day. So we have to make sure that we use a simple present tense and say, I go to the university every day, or I go to the college regularly. So next, let us look at the second part of the simple present tense, which is about universal truths. So universal truths cannot be changed. For example, you cannot say the earth went around the sun. You cannot use the past tense here, definitely. All of us know that. So for universal truths, like the earth goes around the sun rises in the east, or it could even be as simple as salt is salty or sugar is sweet. For all these, we just use the simple present tenses. In some occasions, for example, for a pre-planned action, you can use the simple present tense. For example, you can say, the president visits Chennai tomorrow. So for an action which is planned and which cannot go wrong, which will definitely be completed, we can use the simple present tense, like I just said. So now I have told you a little about the simple present tense. Present continuous tense is very easy to understand, my dear friends. So any action that is in progress, like the children are playing football, or I am listening to music. So for a progressive action, for an action which is continuous, we use a simple present tense. So I have not made a separate slide for that. because it is very easy to understand. Only the difference between the simple present tense and the present continuous tense should be noted, because we as non-native speakers use continuous tenses even where the present tense should be used. So let me take you to the next slide, which is about the present perfect tense, my dear friends. The present perfect tense is used for an action which has just now been completed. For example, I have eaten my breakfast just now, for an action which has just been completed. You cannot use the present perfect tense for an action which was done yesterday. For that, you use the simple past. So, for example, you cannot say, I have taken a bath yesterday. You can use the present perfect tense only for an action which has just now been completed. Like, for example, the gardener has watered the plants, And he has written his assignment. The children have had a bath. So supposing there is a time indicator like yesterday or something like that, then it would become past tense. I'm sure you all know that simple differentiation. And sometimes we use the present perfect tense for an action where time is not at all necessary. For example, when I say I have read Harry Potter, or I say I have visited Europe, there is no need for the time factor to be introduced. There is no necessity. So even in these kinds of situations, you can use the present perfect tense, my dear friends. So I hope you have understood the present perfect tense. It is different from the past tense in a very slight manner. That is, past tense is used for an action which happened in the past. But present perfect tense is used for an action. You can use it only for an action which has just now been completed, or for an action where time does not matter at all, where time is immaterial. So let's go to the present perfect continuous tense, my dear friends. This is also very interesting. So the present perfect continuous tense is used for an action which began in the past, but continues until now, until the present moment. So just imagine that you have been studying in a particular school or been living in the same house for the past 5 years. So you can just say, I have been living here for the past 5 years. Or you can say, I have been living here for 5 years, which means the action began in the past. You started living there for 5 years and you continue to live there even now. So there is a link between the past and the present in the present perfect continuous tense. And this is used for an action which is still valid in the present, but which began in the past. I hope you have understood my explanation, my dear friends. The definition would be, we use the present perfect continuous tenses for an action which began in the past and which continues in the present. Like, as I told you, she has been living here for 5 years or 10 years. They have been learning music for a few years. So friends, it is, with this I stop my slide share. So friends, it's very easy to learn grammar. There are a few basic rules, and also there are some exceptions to the rules. So, and it's very easy to speak English properly and fluently if you feel confident about the language. There is nothing very difficult or complex about learning English or learning English grammar. So it just comes from practice. I hope you liked my video today. And if you liked my video, or if you have any questions, or if you have any particular topic you would like to learn, you can just post in the comment section. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And this is Rosalind Bosco, the Mind Maverick, signing off today. Thank you. And see you with another interesting topic in my next forthcoming sessions.